really athletic, so it's going to be a good matchup for Jackson. But, you know, Jackson's really athletic himself, and he is long, and I think he can do some things.
You look at this South Summit. Once again, that was Coach Cam Wright there of the Juab Wasps as we come into this game. Unfortunately, we don't have time for the rest of his interview, but Curtis, you got to hear a little bit of what he had to say. What were your thoughts?
Hey, well, Cam studied it and nailed it right on the head, and they have the last 3 weeks. Juab has just done that. They played amazing defense, which has controlled the tempo because, quite honestly, they don't have the horses, you know, to compete with some of these teams. If you looked at it that way against Summit Academy, that was like Hoosiers, honestly, you know. And then they just went and played the game, and that's what they have to do here against South Summit. And Max Gurney's just the kid's a stud, you know, and he'll take care of that.
Let's give you our starting lineups now. We'll start off with the visiting team in this one, the Juab Wasps, and here is Kurt Allred.
All right, starting for Juab will be a senior number 3, a 5'11" guard, Alex White, the 6'4" senior, forward Jackson Rowley, the lone junior starter, Cam's son, Easton Wright, he goes in at 5'11". Raiden Gould, the center at 6'4", a senior, and then the one we've been talking about, Max Gurney, he's a senior, 5'11" guard.
And the starters for the home team, the South Summit Wildcats. First off, a junior point guard, number 1, Jared Danzy. Then a senior, number 15, Ryan Griffin. Another senior, number 23, Justin Worthen. A junior, 34, Cale Atkinson. And a junior in the middle, number 40, Bruce Mitchell. The Wildcats will be dressed in their home whites today. They'll be going right to left across your radio dial and computer or TV screen. And Juab are dressed in their road blacks. They'll be going left to right across your radio dial or computer or TV screen. And just about time now for that Azamite opening tip-off. Azamite improves root systems, yields, and general plant vigor in field crops and garden vegetables. Azamite is available at your local IFA stores. Jackson Rowley will jump it against Ryan Griffin. As we mentioned, Jackson Rowley will guard Griffin in this game. Griffin's the only one that jumped for the tip, and then Jackson Rowley, as the ball came down, able to tap it away, but it went right over to South Summit.
I don't think either of them was ready for the tip, was what happened.
Griffin left wing, picked up by Rowley, works his way to the right side and hands off to Worthen. Worthen drives the middle of the lane, put up the right hand, off the glass too hard. Rebound going to be taken by Gurney for the Wasps. Gurney back the other way for Juab. 20 seconds into the game, no score on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. Easton Wright, right wing, hands off to White. Alex guarded by Jared Danzy, looking in for Gould. Pretty similar matchup there between Raiden Gould of Juab and Bruce Mitchell of South Summit. Gurney going to drive in, kicks a low flow block to Gould, working on Mitchell. And Mitchell able to counter him defensively. Hands off in the lane. Ball gets lost by White. Picked up by Atkinson for South Summit. He's coming the other way for the Wildcats. He'll work his way to the right elbow, pull up. Nobody guards him. 15-footer, missed it short. Rebound tipped out to Jared Danzy. And Atkinson has it now for South Summit as they reset.
Yeah, both teams kind of forcing what's not right there, trying to find where they want to play at.
Ryan Griffin spin move in the right side, kick it out to the corner to Danzy. Danzy to the middle, picks it up, goes left short corner of Mitchell, 15-footer on the baseline, knocks it down. South Summit strikes first.
You got two kids similar there, Mitchell and Gould. They're kind of built the same, neither of them jump, but they both have really soft shots for big guys, and they'll have great footwork.
Right side, Gurney off the screen by Gould. Then nothing there on the pick and roll, goes into the corner. Easton Wright, pump fake on the 3, hands off on the wing, back to Gurney. Gurney being guarded by Atkinson, drives the lane, splits the defense, scoop it up with the right hand, nothing but net. Max Gurney. Tie ball game, 2-2 is your score. 6:33 to go here in the first quarter on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. Up the floor comes Danzy. He'll go left side and hand off it to Worthen. Worthen off the screen by Mitchell. Kick it to the wing to Griffin. Griffin dribbles middle, and a foul going to be called on the bump. It's going to go, I believe, against Jackson Rowley on that one. Yes, it is. So first on Rowley, first team foul on Juab.
Yeah, Rowley has a pretty big chore right there with Griffin and just kind of grabbed hold on a little bit.
Inbounding right side to Griffin. Griffin drives the lane against Gould. Scoop it up the left hand. Ryan Griffin gives the lead back to South Summit. 4-2 your score. Up the floor it comes to Gurney. Gurney goes up the screen by Gould. Fighting over the top is Atkinson. Gurney hands off to Rowley. Left wing now to Wright. Right off the screen, guarded tightly by Worthen. Comes up top to Gould. Mitchell guarding him all the way from the basket out on the three-point line. Tries to pass right side. Knocked away by Danzy. It remains Juab basketball on the right sideline.
Yeah, the speed and athleticism defensively is giving Juab a little trouble right now trying to get the ball in low.
Up top, Easton Wright has it. Works his way to the left wing with the pass to Gurney. Gurney fakes left, right goes left. An offensive foul called as Cale Atkinson draws the charge. The foul on Gurney will be his first, and the second team foul and the second turnover for Juab.
Yeah, and just a great defensive play by Atkinson. He read what Max Gurney was going to do and beat him to the spot, and just a good heady play from the Wildcat player.
Up the floor comes Danzy now for the Wildcats, picked up by Alex White, top of the key. He'll go right wing, high to Worthen. Up top it comes to Mitchell, guarded by Gould. They pass to the right elbow to Griffin. Works in on Jackson Rowley. The help defense from the backside. Alex White knocks it out of bounds. It'll be South Summit basketball underneath.
Yes, you'll see Juab does a great job with their help defense. They'll do a lot of collapsing and play some really great team defense.
Right wing Worthen, low block, works it into Mitchell, working on Gould, puts in the shot off the glass, got it to fall. Mitchell now with 4 points for the Wildcats. Next to the 6-2 game, 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Right side, Alex White has it for Juab off the screen by Rowley. Gonna dribble to the middle, has the pick and roll back to Rowley, off the glass, knocks it down, no foul called as he hits the floor. 6-4 your score.
Oh yeah, nice shot by Rowley, because it looked like he got hammered, but he kept his head up on the basket and baked the shot in.
5:10 to go in the quarter, 2-point South Summit lead. Up top, Mitchell has it, guarded by Gould. Works his way left side of the pass to Atkinson. He'll step off the screen for 3. Short off the rim, high rebound, and Gurney has it for Juab. You look at some of the keys today for the Wasps. Kurt, what do you think they need to do in this game?
Just like Coach Wright said, it's controlled tempo, and then really is take care of the defensive rebounds.
Alex White misses a driving layup as the defense came over. Rebound by Danzy for the Wildcats. He'll hand off left side to Worthen. Those keys, by the way, brought to you by Southern Utah News. For all types of printing services, call 644-2900. That's Southern Utah News. Up top, Danzy. He hands off on the wing to Griffin. Griffin dribbles middle and shakes the defense, and traveling is the call on the spin move. As Jackson only went down to try to draw the charge, it was more of a flop than anything else. But he did get the turnover.
It kind of worked for him, because it's almost like he pulled the chair out from under him and got him to shuffle his feet there when he didn't get that contact.
Yeah, I think Jackson was expecting a little more contact, and it didn't quite come for him either. Rowley on the right elbow, guarded by Griffin. Left elbow to Gould, 15-footer, in and out. Rebound, Kel Atkinson for the Wildcats. He's off to the races the other way. Knocked away by Alex White, who comes up with a steal. Up ahead to Raiden Gould, right side layup, blocked off the backboard by Atkinson. Picked up by Danzy, and he'll go the other way now for the Wildcats.
That's a good steal. Raiden just couldn't gather himself to get that shot up quick enough, and then a great defensive play by South Summit.
Danzy up top, guarded by Alex White, works his way to the left wing, hands off to Atkinson. Atkinson off the screen, heads by Gould. Right wing, he'll go to Worthen, hand off to Griffin. 3:50 to go in the first quarter, 6-4 Wildcats leading Juab here in the consolation bracket. Hesitation dribble, Kel Atkinson to the basket, he'll lay it in. He's got his first bucket, 8-4, South Summit leading Juab. Left wing, Gurney has it. He'll go off the screen, set by Rowley, dribbles in the lane, kick it right side in the corner, 3-pointer on the way from Easton Wright. Short off the rim, long rebound, Jackson Rowley has it, and knocks down Danzy, no foul called there. Up top it'll come to Easton Wright. Left wing to Gurney, picked up by Atkinson. As the offense now slows for Juab. Splits the double team, does Gurney into the corner again to Wright, couldn't handle a pass, picks it up and passes it over to White. And now foul going to be called on the drive, and it'll go against Justin Worthen. That's his first team foul on South Summit.
Tell you what, South Summit's physical. They do a lot of pushing and grabbing and holding, and they do a good job getting away with it too.
McCray Stevens, Caleb Squire into the game. Alex White, Easton Wright will leave for Juab, and Parker Grajek into the game for South Summit. Leaving the game will be Ryan Griffin. Pass will come into Rowley against Grajek, and a foul called. Rowley is going to go to the line to shoot 2. And you talk about their physical play. The most physical player they have just came into the game in Parker Grajek.
Yeah. South Summit's always been physical. They grow some big, strong boys up there, and they use it for whatever sport they play.
First free throw from Rowley, in and out. The last question I asked Coach Wright in the pregame interview is Gould will leave the game, Alex White back in for Juab, was about the physical nature of this game. That South Summit is a physical team, but Juab likes to be a little physical too. And so I asked if they expected it to be that type of game, and he says yes, and with our guys, we're not going to shy away from that. And I think you look at the general on the floor for Juab, and Max Gurney to lead the way there. Not only is he tough physically, but very mentally tough as Max.
Right, he brings that leadership linebacker mentality onto the basketball court with him.
Both free throws missed by Rowley, some rare misses for him. Pass underneath to Mitchell, and we're going to have a 3 seconds called first, so turnover by South Summit is their third.
Honestly, yesterday, Juab hurt themselves with their foul shots.
Yeah,
they missed some big foul shots against South Sevier, and boy, it started off 0 for 2 tonight, so they've got to get those foul shots going. When you play this style of ball, you got to get every opportunity to score.
Right wing, Alex White has it, goes off the pick by Stevens, nothing there for the pick and roll. Up top, Rowley, swing it left wing to Gurney. He'll split the double team, drive in, kick it right side to Squire, pump fake on the 3. He'll work his way to the wing and hand off to Stevens, and Stevens took an extra step. Traveling is the call, third turnover by Juab.
Yeah, he just took that handoff, kind of a football handoff, and got the ball hung up on his leg, couldn't get it down to the ground quick enough. So once, we're seeing a few turnovers here from Juab early, which comes to they need every opportunity when they slow this down and not turn the ball over.
Under 2.5 to go in the quarter, 8-4. South Summit leads Juab on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. Short corner left side, Worthen, 15-footer, knocks it down. The largest of the game now for South Summit is 6. It's Justin Worthen's first bucket. Gurney across the timeline, crossover dribble, works his way left side and hands off on the wing to Squire. Squire comes up the screen by Rowley. Up top he comes to Stevens, right side to Gurney. Gurney picked up by Atkinson. He's heads off the screen by Danzy, swing it left side now to White. Alex gonna drive off the screen, gets in the lane, pass left side to Rowley, nice pass. Rowley off the glass, got it to fall. Jackson Rowley his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, and a great pass by Alex White right there, to find the open Jackson Rowley.
So 10-6 your score. South Summit leads Juab. Swing it high left side to Atkinson. Into the corner it goes to Worthen. Low block to get into Mitchell. Up and on the move as he got Rowley in the air. Mitchell lays it in. He's got a game high 6. And timeout called by Coach Wright. 1:34 to go in the quarter on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. It's South Summit 12, Juab 6. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
And welcome back here to Burns Arena on the campus of Dixie State University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Kurt Allred. We've got a battle here early, and a battle it is, a physical battle between South Summit and Juab. South Summit doubling up the Wasp right now, 12-6, and coming out of the timeout, they're going to come out in a full court press.
Well, yeah, Juab just seen a team that'll play defense with them because South Summit extends that and plays defensively as hard as Juab does.
Gurney beats the press easily down the floor. He goes to Rowley. He'll go all the way in, put it up, countered his foul. Jackson Rowley the bucket and the chance in the three-point play.
And that's picture perfect how you beat a press. You attack that thing. We talked about it yesterday with the Juab girls, but that time Jackson girls did a great job of drawing contact, getting to the line for his third foul shot.
And a key foul here as it's on Justin Worthen, his second for South Summit. The and one, short off the rim. Rowley tips the rebound. Out of bounds it goes. It will be South Summit basketball. So 0 for 3 from the free throw line. The Cash Valley Bank free throw line are the Wasps. And into the game now, Jackson Lashy, and coming out, Justin Worthen.
Boy, that's rare. You don't see Jackson only miss 3 in a row, very often. But he struggled there yesterday,
yeah.
Struggling off the line today.
Last year checks in another athlete with a lot of length for South Summit. Up top it comes to Danzy. Danzy guarded by Stevens. He'll go right side high to Atkinson. Into the corner it'll come to Lashy. Pump fake on the 3, works his way around to the wing. Up top back to Atkinson. 12-8 your score. South Summit leading Juab on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. 1:05 to go in the quarter. Right elbow, Grayjack pass underneath, stolen away by Rowley, and he's coming the other way. He'll slow as he crosses the timeline and hand off to Gurney. Right side they swing it to White, guarded by Grayjack. White off the screen, pass up top to Rowley. Swing it left side now to Gurney. 50 seconds to go in the corner. There's a pick and roll back to Rowley through his hands. He couldn't handle it. Saves it into Alex White. One dribble, put it up off the glass and in. Alex White the bucket.
But that was a Jackson Rowley right there. That was an amazing save, and I don't know how we got it to those 3 Braves to get it to Alex White.
Danzy goes off the screen by Grayjack. Picked up by Stevens. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 12-10 your score. 4-0 run right now by Juab. Right wing it goes high to Atkinson. Atkinson comes back to Danzy. Top of the key, picked up by Stevens. They're going to back out and play for the final shot of the quarter are the Wildcats. 15 seconds to go. Left side high to Atkinson, guarded by White in the defense. To the wing at Lashy. There's the backdoor lob to Parker. Grayjack couldn't handle it, too deep. Picked up by Rowley. He's coming the other way now for Juab. And with 6 seconds to go in the quarter, he hands off to Gurney. Gurney guarded by Danzy. 3 seconds. Goes off the screen by Rowley. Works his way left side. Gets in, step back, and doesn't get a shot off. And at the end of one, it is South Summit 12, Juab 10. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
And welcome back here to Burns Arena on the campus of Dixie State University. At the end of one, it's South Summit 12 and Juab 10. Juab currently on a 4-0 run to close the gap there as they fell behind early in the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, honestly, it really seemed like South Summit really outplayed Juab in that quarter pretty good. It's only be down 2 points. You know, feeling that way, Juab's got to feel good about that because, you know, earlier they got down 6 and it was kind of looking bad for them, like they didn't have the heart, but, you know, they come up with it.
Yeah, came back quickly. A nice play by Rowley. 2 nice plays by Rowley that led to a bucket for himself and one for Alex White. And Alex White has the pass that knocked it out of bounds by Kel Atkinson. It'll be Juab basketball underneath 10 seconds into the second quarter. Into the game, Ryan Griffin for South Summit, and leaving will be Bruce Mitchell. So they go to a little quicker lineup, but does South Summit, but not as big. White's inbound underneath. And he'll lob it out to Gurney. Gurney near the Dixie D, guarded by Atkinson. South Summit leads 12-10 on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. Right side will come to Stevens for the Wasps. Picked up by Danzy. Up top to Squire off the screen. Pump fake on the 3. Left side high he goes to White. White looking inside, looking for Gurney, and passes it, but Gurney wasn't quite ready for it. And going the other way is Atkinson for South Summit. Scoop it up, no good, but a foul called. Atkinson going to the Casserly Bank free throw line to shoot 2.
Boy, and Mac picks up his second. That's something that happens to Max as he gets in foul trouble because he plays so dang hard, you know. And that one there, you almost wish you just let him take the layup and not get that second foul.
And Easton Wright immediately off the bench there for the Wasps. First free throw from Atkinson is good. So he's got 3 points. Easton Wright back into the game along with Raiden Gould, and Jackson Rowley will also get a breather. So you take out Gurney and Rowley, the 2 so far that have really played the best for Juab.
Yeah, well, not only that, they're leading scorers.
Yeah.
So you got to wonder where Juab's going to get the scoring from now.
And then you got to look at Easton Wright maybe on the outside. Alex White needs to step up, and maybe you try to get it inside to Raiden Gould as Atkinson makes both free throws. He's got 4 points. 14-10 your score, 7:25 to go in the half. Wright works his way right side to Squire. Squire, of course, out the bench, great shooter. He can knock some shots in. Left side high, Stevens has it. V corner to right. Picked up by Danzy. Pass down the lane to Gould. Up top to Squire. There he is, open for the college 3. Off the back of the rim, no good, and a foul on the rebound. And it's going to go against South Summit. I think it's going to go against Cale Atkinson. That'll be his first and the team's 4th this half.
Yeah, just Juab did a great job of blocking out on that rebound, and Kel Atkinson was going to go through him. So a great defensive rebounding by Juab.
So White with it underneath. They've got 3 across the bottom of the lane, 1 up top, and we're going to have a whistle blown before the play happens. It'll be a foul called on Raiden Gould. A turnover by Juab will be their 5th. First on Gould, 4th team foul on the Wasps.
Yeah, they said he just set an illegal screen trying to get Caleb Squire opened up on the inbound pass.
Across the timeline comes Danzy. 7:05 to go in the half. Right side high, Atkinson. Up top back to Danzy. Swing it left side. 3-pointer on the way from Jackson Lashley. In and out. Gould with the rebound for the Wasps. They'll get it to Easton Wright. Right down the middle of the floor. Looking ahead. Nobody there. Didn't have a passing lane. Now he's going to drive in right side. Got cut off in the low block. Puts it up. Off the glass. No good. Rebound knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by Gould. South Summit basketball.
That was a nice play by Easton Wright. He looked the defender off. I think they go to the corner and there's a little bit of traffic and just almost made the layup, but it come out on him.
Across the timeline comes Danzy. 6:45 to go in the half on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. The Intermountain Delta and Fillmore Hospitals, healing for life. 1 dribble by Atkinson. He'll come back to Danzy. Guarded by Stevens. Back to Atkinson, right side into the corner now to Grajek. He'll launch the 3. Short off the rim. Rebound on the backside by Griffin. Nearly lost his footing, and he does. Traveling is the call. Turnover by South Summit is his 5th.
You know, he grabbed that rebound and tried to lean backward to find somebody to push against, and nobody was there.
But Atkinson on the inbound pass nearly takes it away from Juab, but lost it out of bounds. It remains Juab basketball.
Yeah, Juab got a little lazy on that pass, man. You gotta stay aware because
never know when people are going to be coming after you. Alex White will bring it across the timeline now for Juab. They'll go high left to Easton Wright. Wright holding, picked up by Atkinson, looking for Gould on left elbow. Can't get it to him. Now skip pass right side to Squire, guarded by Lashy. Squire holding on the wing, crossover dribble, looks to drive, cut off by Lashy on the baseline. Picks up his dribble, now he needs help, and he'll get it out to White. White in the corner. Picked up by Griffin, going to drive baseline. Got around, nice pass inside to Stevens. Stevens falling out of bounds, saves it in, back into Alex White. And White will come back up and reset with a pass to Easton Wright. Wright works his way right side and hands off to Squire. Squire off the screen by Gould. Had him on the pick and roll, didn't see it. Left side right. Pump fake on the three, got his man in the air, steps to the right. Help defense came over. He'll hand off up top to Gould. Right side high now to White. Good defense by South Summit. White will drive in, puts up the runner too hard off the glass. The rebound underneath goes to Stevens. He'll kick it out to Squire. Squire pump fake on the three. Now he launches it over Danzy. Short off the rim. I think Danzy got a piece. And rebound for Griffin for the Wildcats.
That's just great defense by South Summit. You know, they're really collapsing and moving with that ball and making it really hard for Juab to find a shot.
Coach Hatch pleased with the defense he saw there, cheering on his defense. Now three at the end of end by Griffin, nothing but nets as he got open. Ryan Griffin with a triple, a big three-pointer there. That's a Nephi Federal Credit Union three-pointer. 17-10, largest into the game now for South Summit. Right side it comes to Squire, and Max Gurney off the bench going to check back in for the Wasps. Left side, Easton Wright has it. He'll go off the screen by Gould. Top of the key, he has it. Hands off to Stevens. Right wing, he goes to White. Under 5 to play in the game. Ball gets poked away by Danzy. White gets it back. Again poked away by Danzy. Out of bounds it comes. Juab basketball on the right sideline. Max Gurney, Jackson Rowley back in. Caleb Squire, Alex White will check out for the Wasps.
Wildcats did their homework. You know, Juab's come out and hit some threes in the last 2 games and got a pretty good goal that way. And they've come out and extended that defense and haven't given them a good 3 shot.
Easton Wright has it up top. Come off the inbounds pass. Juab trails by 7. They have not scored since Gurney and Rowley left. Now they're back in. Gurney into the corner. Jackson Rowley for 3 from the right side. Round the rim, no good. Rebound bounces around, and it's Lashley that has it. He'll be fouled by Raiden Gould, who one of those where he just lost his footing and couldn't help but run into him.
Yeah, Raiden tried not to hit him, but he did. He just lost his balance, and South Summit did a good job. He could see he lost his balance and give him a chance to hit into him to pick up the foul.
Colin Robertson into the game for Gould, who leaves with his second foul. 4:35 to go in the half. 17-10. South Summit leads Juab. Across the timeline it comes Jared Danzy. Picked up by Max Gurney. Crossover dribble by Danzy. He'll hand off left side to Lashley. Lashley off the screen. Picks it up top and goes right wing to Griffin. He'll launch the 3. Short off the rim. Rebound on the floor. Picked up by Rowley for the Wasps. Gurney walks it across the timeline now for Juab. Guarded by Atkinson. Crossover dribble. Drives left. Takes it all the way to the rim. Scoop it up and score with the left hand. Max Gurney now with 4 points. Great take.
Max is faster than you think. You think he's just strong and stuff, but he's pretty quick, and he's got a great first step.
Danzy goes away from the screen. Good defense by Gurney as he cuts him off. Hands off up top now to Lashley. Lashley off the screen for the straightaway 3. Short off the rim. Rebound by Stevens for Juab. Chance to cut in the lead. Down 5, 17-12 on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. Gurney up top. Backs out. Hands off high right to Stevens. Stevens works his way to the middle of the floor, near the timeline. Going to work in against Jackson Lashley. Crossover dribble, goes left, into the corner to Rowley. Rowley goes baseline, cut off by Griffin. Wraparound pass inside to Robertson. He'll be fouled, and it's going to be on the ground. Juab basketball underneath.
Yeah, nice play by Jackson Rowley. He went baseline with it, through all the defenders, bounce pass into Robertson, and he got fouled. Colin Robertson's just a sophomore coming in for Juab. I really like his game. He's thin, but he's long, and he's got a pretty good wingspan. And
had a good game yesterday against South Severe.
Yeah, he's stepped up lately, really big for Juab.
Short corner, it comes into Gurney for Juab. The foul, by the way, was called on Parker Grayjack for the Wildcats. That was his second. And Gurney has to get rid of it. Nearly that 5-second count. Got it out to Easton Wright. Wright goes high left to Stevens. Stevens top of the key, hesitates, going to drive right, bounce pass to Robertson, but the bounce landed in between his legs and out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, good thought. It just caught Colin in no man's land right there. Hard for the tall Colin to bend down and grab hold of that ball.
Seen that a lot this weekend of those passes, those bounce passes that land at your teammates' feet, and it just doesn't work that way. Right side, Atkinson lobs it in. Jackson Rowley, the help side defense, takes it away. Turnover by South Summit is their 6th. Gurney coming the other way. 3 minutes to go in the half. Crossover dribble as he drops Kel Atkinson to his feet. And a beautiful dish to Colin Robertson, left side lay-in.
Yeah, what a great play right there. Gurney goes between his legs, draw the defense, bounce passes it in through traffic, and you can't even explain how sweet a play that was.
We're going to call that the Garcane Energy play of the game already in this first half. What a dish and drive by Max Gurney, delivering to Colin Robertson. Now left side, driving is Jackson Lashley. Pass low block to Mitchell as he checks back in. Blocked on the shot, but a foul called. And Mitchell will go to the Cashley Bank free throw line to shoot 2. Garcane Energy, for over 75 years, they have provided quality electrical service to South Central Utah. Garcane Energy, quality service and local control.
Yeah, Nate's putting that replay up on that play by Max Gurney, and what a great bounce pass into Robertson.
Again, he broke the ankles of Cale Atkinson as Atkinson fell to the floor on the drive, and then the beautiful pass for the lay-in. Stevens will check out. Alex White back into the game now for Juab, and the first free throw by Mitchell is good. He'll shoot another. The foul, by the way, was called on Colin Robertson. That's his first 16th foul on the Wasps. Second free throw in and out. Rowley the rebound for Juab. 18-14, South Summit the 4-point lead. 2.5 to go in the first half. Wright goes left side to Gurney. Backdoor pass. Gurney going to drive in. Pull up. 10-footer off the glass. Too hard. Rebound by Atkinson for the Wildcats. And he'll hand off to Danzy to bring it up the floor. Danzy guarded by Gurney. Crossover dribble. He'll drive the lane left side. Nice pass to Mitchell. Put it up off the glass. Too hard. Robertson the rebound for Juab.
Well, that was a sweet pass, too. That was just like Max is on the other side. You got to love watching basketball played like that.
Right side, Wright has it. He'll hand off to White. Guarded by Danzy, off the screen by Robertson. Pick and roll not there, and now Danzy ties him up. Jump ball possession. It'll favor South Summit. 7th turnover by Juab.
Yeah, Alex says he got a lot of arm on that. It kind of looked like he did, but sometimes the official just isn't in position to see it.
Timeout called by Coach Hatch for the Wildcats. 1:58 to go in the first half on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. South Summit 18, Juab 14. We'll take the Big O Tires timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Looking for an affordable car, truck, or SUV? The two guys at CarWise have you covered with vehicles starting as low as $4,000. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory, or come see us in person at 1220 South State Street in Salina. And don't worry if your credit's not the best, we've got you covered there too. Give us a call at 435-287-2277. Shop Wise. Shop CarWise. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory.
My name is Dr. Joel Holman. I'm an orthopedic surgeon here at Central Valley Medical Center. Specialize in general orthopedics, which includes sports injuries, total joint replacements, shoulder, hip, and knee. And I'm the only hand surgeon from Provo to St. George. One of the things that I like is that I'm able to take care of people that I've known for most of my life in this area, which I have a fondness for. We treat all orthopedic extremity conditions here at Central Valley Medical Center. We've got a great team, clinic staff, hospital staff, operating crew, and physical therapy services.
And welcome back from the Big O Tires timeout. Your Big O Tires in Nephi, the team you trust. Jared Danzy goes right side high to Lashley. Up top it comes to Mitchell. Back to Lashley, high right. Skip pass left side back to Mitchell. Up top to Atkinson. They're going to reset. Off the screen by Mitchell. Picks up his dribble into the corner. It goes to Griffin. He'll drive baseline. Got by the defense. Skip pass over on the right low block into Lashley. Blocked from behind, but a foul called. And Jackson Lashley going to the line to shoot 2. And the foul will go against Colin Robertson, so he picks up his second for the Wasps. That's the 17th foul as well. So for the final minute 38 of this half, South Summit will be shooting free throws.
Yeah, Colin Robertson just come over the top of him there. Looked like he got a lot of ball with that, but I think he kind of got him with his body, and it was a good pickup by the official there.
And at the line shooting, not sure why they're allowing the sub to come in. It's a 2-shot foul, but they are going to bring the sub in. Griffin will leave the game. Unless he has an injury, must be an injury blood or something. So Griffin's going to leave the game. Coming in will be Hagan Miles. 2 free throws coming for Lashley. First one is good. His first point off the bench. First bench points of the game for South Summit coming from the Cache Valley Bank free throw line. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Second free throw from Lashley. Nothing but net once again. So he knocks them both down. Back to a 6-point South Summit lead, 20-14. They've led by as many as 7 in this game. Up the floor comes Gurney across the timeline, guarded by Atkinson. Left side, he swings it to White. Defense is sagging on White. Yo-yos and comes back to Gurney. 20-14 your score. Gurney off the screen, tries to put the double team, lost the basketball on it. Pass up ahead to Atkinson for South Summit. They're going to drive the lane. Off the glass, no good, but a foul called, and Atkinson will go to the Cache Valley Bank free throw line to shoot 2. I think that was going to go against Easton Wright, who was there trying to defend the play.
Boy, the biggest thing with that is it's too bad they didn't foul him out earlier before he shot, so we could at least go 1-1, but he did stop the basket at least.
Atkinson 2 for 2 from the free throw line in this game. Has 2 more coming here. First one is in and out. 1:15 to go in the half. South Summit 20, Juab 14. The Wildcats have led by as many as 7. Juab has yet to lead in this game. We've had 1 tie. Second free throw from Atkinson. In and out again. Rebound tipped off the front of the rim, and Mitchell has it for the Wildcats. Out to the wing to Atkinson. He'll drive in. Ball got stripped on the drive. Picked up by Mitchell. He'll kick it out to Lashley. Lashley in the right corner. He gets stripped by Rowley, and Rowley, as he's falling out of bounds, throws it off of Lashley. Juab basketball.
One thing about it, I think these kids, They were over their disappointment from losing yesterday. Both teams want this game. They're both playing hard right now.
Yes, they do, as Easton Wright will bring it up the floor for the Wasps. Guarded by Danzy. Minute to go in the half. 20-14 South Summit. And Easton Wright's got to get rid of it. Picks up his dribble, and he traveled. 9 turnovers now by the Wasps, 6 in this second quarter alone.
Jared Danzy reminds me a lot of Max Gurney. You know, they kind of look alike, you know, in their style of play, their size, everything.
Both football players?
Both football players. They remind me a lot of each other.
And Danzy will bring it across the timeline, picked up by Gurney. 48 seconds to go in the half. Danzy works his way right side of the pass to Atkinson. Up top, he'll come to Miles. Miles, low block entrance. Nice pass into Mitchell. Mitchell misses the layup. Rebound by Alex White for the Wasps. And now Easton Wright will bring it across the timeline. 35 seconds to go in the half. Wright calls up the play. Wright said he goes to White. He'll launch the three from the wing. Off the glass, didn't draw iron, missed it by a long ways. Rebound by Mitchell. Down the floor, he gets it ahead to Lashy. Bounce pass to Danzy. 20 seconds to go in the half. Still a 6-point South Summit lead. Danzy yo-yos on the Dixie D. Crossover dribble, goes left side at Miles. Miles up the screen to the top of the key. He got away with the travel, and he hands off to Lashy. Lashy top of the key, he'll drive in, step out on the left elbow. Now he gets cut off, gets the ball back, and goes to Atkinson. 4 seconds to go. Atkinson off the screen, looking to launch the long three at the buzzer. Off the glass, no good. And at the end of the half, it is South Summit 20. Juab a slow second quarter, just 4 points. They trail 20-14 on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. We'll take the break and come back with the Jones Intermill Engineering halftime show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Hi, this is Kevin Madsen with Cache Valley Bank. Is your good old truck not as good as it used to be? Do you need a more dependable set of wheels? Then cruise on over to Cache Valley Bank. We offer great rates, low fees, and quick service on our auto loans. Come and apply today in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, or Fairview. You'll be glad you did. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC.
Sahara Motors, just north of Delta, makes the vehicle buying process easy and stress-free just for you. Choose from 5 new brands under one roof and let the adventure begin. That's right, Sahara Motors has new Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram all under one roof to make the process quick and easy. Oh yeah, and an entire lot full of pre-owned vehicles completes the deal. Be sure to welcome Kaylin Sperry to the sales force at Sahara Motors, just north of Delta.
It's time to step out of one-size-fits-all medicine. Service Drug is now offering compound prescriptions that are uniquely personalized for you. The pharmacist at Service Drug will work with your doctor to personalize the dosage, and they can combine compatible drugs to simplify your medication schedule. They also feature flavorings that are child-friendly and eliminate unnecessary fillers to stop adverse reactions to medication. Ask your doctor how you could benefit from a compound prescription. And remember, it's service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Smithfield Hog Production Division offers excellent career opportunities right here in our area. The Smithfield team offers great jobs with growth potential in all phases of animal production, starting at $10 per hour or more based on experience, leadership, and education. Smithfield's benefits include medical, dental, vision, 401k, life insurance, pension, education reimbursement, pay time off, and more. Visit smithfieldfoods.com/careers or call 435-387-6000. That's 387-6000. Smithfield, good food responsibly.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
And welcome back here to Burns Arena on the campus of Dixie State University. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Jones and DeMille Engineering sponsors local programs supporting academic and athletic achievements, building lasting relationships, and working passionately as a winning combination. At the half, it's South Summit leading Juab 20-14 on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. And Kurt, your takeaway from this first half?
I think they both played hard ball. I honestly think South Summit just hit 3 more shots than Juab. You know, the style of play was similar. The effort was similar. Everything was just almost mirror. The fouls were close. I haven't looked at your stats to see how close they are, but I just think they hit 3 more shots.
And we'll just get a sneak peek of the stats. Juab 7 for 17, shooting 41%. South Summit 7 for 17, 41%. The difference, a 3 by South Summit for 1 point, and then 5 free throws.
Yeah, that was just a close game. They hit a couple shots.
That's right. And let's take a look at those stats. Stat check brought to you by CC Auto Parts, your Napa Auto Parts store in Canam. And let's start with South Summit leading the way. Bruce Mitchell, he's got 7 points, go along with 2 rebounds. 5 points from Ryan Griffin in this one. He's got 2 rebounds as well. 4 from Cale Atkinson, and 2 apiece from Justin Worthen and Jackson Lashy. As a team, they're shooting 41%, just 17% from the three-point line at 1 for 6, but 63% from the free throw line at 5 for 8 in this game. And then for the Wasps, at 6 points from Jackson Early to go along with 4 rebounds and 4 steals already for Jackson. 4 points from Max Gurney, 2 points from Alex White, and 2 from Colin Robertson for the Wasps. As a team, shooting 41% from the field, 0 for 4 from 3, and 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
Yeah, they've got especially the free throw line. I know they only got up there 3 times, but man, you got to hit your foul shots. You know, and I talked about it in the first half when you play a defensive game, and so you cut down your possessions like Juab likes to do. They got to make the most of every scoring opportunity they have defensively. I mean, I think South Summit, probably scored in the high 50s as an average,
right,
through the year. They've held them down to 20. They just got to get that basket in the hoop somehow.
And you look at the other stats, rebound battle goes right into South Summit, 11-10, but close there. And then turnover-wise, 9 for Juab compared to 7 so far for South Summit.
Yeah, just a close ball game.
It is just, the scoreboard shows 6 points, which in a low-scoring game, 6 points is a little bigger difference than in other games, but it's really been very close, especially when you look at the stats so far in this one. And at the half, once again, it is 20-14. South Summit leading Juab on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. By the way, throughout today's game, we are looking for the Garcane Energy play of the game. We already saw that. What a play by Max Gurney. Crossover dribble broke the ankles of Cale Atkinson, and then a beautiful dish off to Colin Robertson to lay it in for the basket. That was the Garcane Energy play of the game. We're still looking, though, for the offensive player of the game, watched by Glazier's Friendly Market, the Zion Pharmacy defensive player of the game, and the Canab Drug sub of the game. And obviously, a couple of guys right now that you could say are starting to make a case for those awards.
Yeah, usually the normal ones, as I've watched these guys through the year, you get the same ones, but Juab really needs somebody to want that offensive player of the game and step up for them.
Yes, they do. And again, when they had that stretch where Max Gurney came out with 2 fouls, they gave Jackson Early a rest at the same time. The offense stalled for about 2.5 minutes, no points.
I was going to say, it's kind of hard that when you score 14 points and a half to find an offensive player of the game.
Yes, it is. This has been the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones and DeMille Engineering team is there to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. At the half, it's South Summit 20, Juab 14. We'll take the break and come back with the second half next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centrica Channel 10.
All Around Dental Care next to Mount Nebo Market in Nephi can help perfect your smile by keeping it healthy. All Around Dental Care offers free preventative care for the entire family, free ortho consultations with braces as low as $98 a month, and convenient appointment times. All Around Dental Care accepts all insurances and even offers an in-house discount plan. And right now they're offering free whitening trays with every healthy smile. Just mention the Wasp Sports Special when you stop in to All Around Dental Care. Everything to do with smiles. Call 623-0866.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
You remember your family, right? Those cute little zombies that are always stuck to their screens? Well, with router limits, you can manage screen time, filter web content, and track the browsing history of all your kids. All you have to do is plug this little guy into your router. Seriously, that's it. Router limit starts with screen time. You can set a schedule for each family member, what they can do online and when they can do it. You can filter content by category or even by specific website. Sure, you've got great kids, but sooner or later, they're going to come in contact with something that's not so great. Router limits lets you see what they see so that you can have those important conversations before the internet has them for you. Router limits helps my family disconnect from devices and reconnect with each other.
Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy. National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
And we welcome you back here to the Burns Arena, the campus of Dixie State University. And we go to the second half. South Summit leading Juab 20-14. Kurt, what needs to happen here in the second half for Juab?
Just stay in it, and give themselves a chance. They're down 6, find out how to pick up points, take care of the ball, and just get another couple of baskets.
So watch for that throughout this second half now for Juab. Again, offensively, they just need to get things rolling as they've struggled so far in this game there. Will be Juab basketball to start the second half, though. Start of the second half brought to you by Kane County School District, building the future. Right side is White. He'll hand off to Rowley on the wing. Rowley brings himself to the top of the key, and it goes left side high to Gould, to the wing to Wright, but Wright was cutting in, out of bounds it goes. And 10 turnovers now by Juab, just way too many.
Yeah, and you kind of got Raiden Gould out further than he's used to be, and kind of not used to being in that position right there, and just didn't get the pass where it needed to be.
So across the timeline comes Jared Danzy now for the South Summit Wildcats. Guarded by Alex White. Right wing, he'll go to Griffin on the elbow. And Griffin going to step out top of the key. He'll hand off to Atkinson. Atkinson picks up his dribble and goes up to Mitchell. And they reset with a pass to Danzy. New play call comes in from Coach Hatch on the sideline. 30 seconds into the second half, 20-14 South Summit. Right elbow to Griffin, to the wing to Atkinson. Guarded by Wright, inside low block to Worthen, puts up the shot off the glass and in. Nice play into Justin Worthen, he's got 4 points.
Yeah, just a good basketball right there, taking care of the ball and getting an easy basket with an assist.
Gurney left side, fakes right, goes left, got by Atkinson, blocked off the glass though by Worthen and picked up by Mitchell. Big block there by Justin Worthen. South Summit leads by 8, they can add to that here. Left side high, Danzy has it. He'll come back out and once again reset the offense. Crossover dribble off the screen by Mitchell. To the wing, he'll go to Atkinson. Atkinson off the screen, pull up long 2. Short off the rim, missed it flat. Rebound taken by Gurney. Max pushing the pace. Nice pass up ahead to Gould. Gould couldn't handle it and traveled. 11 turnovers now by Juab.
Yeah, that was a good pass. Just once again, that's just not where you use Gould. Gould's down on the blocks where he plays, and nothing against Raiden right there, just not what he's used to.
Right. Across the timeline comes Danzy. Left elbow, it'll go to Mitchell. Facing up on Gould, now backing out left side. Atkinson has it, he'll come off the screen by Mitchell. Drives in, pull up, 12-footer from the elbow, missed it short. Rebound, tipped out, and saves by Griffin into Gurney. Down the floor, he gets it ahead to Alex White. White on the sideline, going to drive baseline. Spin move against Atkinson, off the glass, got it to fall. What a take by Alex White.
Yeah, Juab needs some help from Alex White. He's such a good athlete, and he's haven't seen much of him the last couple games.
Jackson Rowley going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be his second, first team foul on Juab as he had his hand wrapped around the waist of Ryan Griffin on the entry pass. So South Summit basketball underneath. Atkinson to inbound. He'll lob it in to Worthen. Again, the athleticism of South Summit on display there. Worthen catches it, comes back down. The swing pass to Griffin, misses the 3. Rebound inside by Rowley. Chance for Juab to cut him the lead, down 6. They've trailed by as many as 8 in this game. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. Right wing to Easton Wright. Fakes left, goes away from the screen to the right. Now comes back around off the screen of Rowley. And an entrance pass into Rowley. Working on Griffin on the low block. Puts it up off the glass. No good, but a foul called. And Rowley going to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Jackson Rowley's done a good job this game of being aggressive, you know, going to the basket. The last couple games he hasn't been, which is fine because it worked out. But they need him to do that this game, and he's doing it.
And now he needs to make free throws.
Now he needs to hit him. He's 0 for 3. There he goes.
Nothing but net on the first one there from the Cash Valley Bank free throw line. See, again, Cash Valley Bank offering mortgage and construction loan services in the Cash Valley Bank app for banking on the go, all with the touch of a button. Rowley, though, misses the second free throw short. Mitchell the rebound for South Summit, so 1 for 2 goes Rowley. Down the floor comes Worthen, and Gurney with the body bump. No foul called either way, and Worthen able to knock it down. He's got 6 points. Back to a 7-point South Summit lead, 24-17, 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Right wing Gurney. Going to go away from the screen of Gould. Now picks up his dribble as he got cut off by Atkinson. Hands to Gould. Gould going to drive baseline. Bounce pass across the key to White. Down the lane to Rowley. Beautiful dish, and Rowley lays it in. He's got 9.
Yeah, great basketball job. Just out past the defense finally and got an easy bucket for Rowley.
Crossover dribble by Danzy. He'll go left corner to Atkinson. Drives baseline. Wraparound pass. Worthen for 3 from the right corner. Knocks it down. Justin Worthen with a triple. He's already got 7 points in this third quarter alone. 9 in the game. Back to their largest lead of 8, 27-19. Crossover dribble by Easton Wright. He'll bounce pass high left to Gurney, guarded by Atkinson. Off the screen by Gould. Hesitation dribble, drives right, kicks into the wing to Alex White. White on the right side. Go back out as they reset. Off the screen by Rowley. Pass left side to Gould. Gould in the left side of the lane, knocked away from behind by Danzy. Ball still loose. It's on the ground. Danzy has it. He's coming the other way. Crossover dribble. He falls to the ground. Taps it out to Atkinson. Down the lane to Worthen. Worthen runs over the defensive player. Max Gurney draws the charge. The foul on Justin Worthen will be his 3rd. A big foul there for South Summit.
Well, that was a little out of control right there both ways, but once again, it shows the effort. It's what it shows. You know, they both want it.
And the foul is going to be the 3rd on Gurney or the 3rd on Worthen. And it goes in Juab's favor there. 27-19 your score, 4:30 to go in the third. Alex White left side, guarded by Worthen. Crossover dribble, and Worthen able to cut him off. High post, he goes to Gould. Gould going to drive right side in the lane, scoop it up and score around Mitchell. Nice take by Raiden Gould.
Yeah, that's Gould's first points, and usually he's good for 6 or so.
Back to a 6-point game. Crossover dribble by Danzy, gets around White. Bounce pass left side out to Atkinson for 3. Short off the rim. Alex White the rebound for the Wasps. Again, a chance to cut into the 6-point South Summit lead. Right side, White has it for the Wasps. He's going to drive all the way in, lowers the shoulder. Do they count the basket? Wave off the basket. They're going to say the foul came on the block, on the drive, so it'll be Juab basketball underneath.
Well, you know, if they're not going to call an offensive foul on that, which it was iffy, you know, the basket should have counted. It should have been an offensive foul, yes, or it should have been a bucket, an and one.
But instead it'll be on the ground.
Oh, and that was on Worthen, so that was really
Picks
good
up
for
his
Juab.
4th big foul there for South Summit as he's had a huge second half so far. Right corner it goes to Gurney. Gurney guarded by Atkinson, spin move in the lane, going to drive in, scoop it up, missed it short as he just lost his balance. Coming the other way is Atkinson, down the floor ahead to Griffin, picked up by Rowley. He'll drive in right side, and going to be a foul called on Rowley on the drive. That'll be Jackson's 3rd foul. Big foul there for Juab.
Yeah, that's just really smart on Griffin right there. Is, you know, he really didn't have a lane to the basket. Juab was doing a great job moving down, and so he just kind of put his body into Rowley and picked up the foul. That's just a smart basketball play for a Griffin.
Worthen leaves the game for South Summit with Jackson Lashley in. Easton Wright, Jackson only lead for Juab as Caleb Squire and McCray Stevens come in. Right wing it comes to Danzy. Low block, he works it into Griffin, working on Stevens, puts it up. Counter is fouled. Ryan Griffin the bucket and the chance of the 3-point play.
That's just a mismatch right there. Griffin has to go, 6'5" to 6'6", and you only got Stevens at 6 foot and just got overpowered.
Colin Robertson into the game for Raiden Gould for the Wasps. Ryan Griffin at the line. He's got 7 and a chance to make it 8, and he can give South Summit their largest lead of 9 with a made free throw from the Cash Valley Bank free throw line. And one is good. So Griffin with 8 points, and it's now 30-21 South Summit. Gurney brings up the floor for the Wasps. Up ahead, left side to White. White on the wing. Picks up his dribble, comes back out to Gurney on the Dixie D. Back to White, left side high. Nothing in the lane. He'll dribble in, has taken himself. Bounce pass to Robertson on the low block. Kick it out to Squire. He'll take the 3 from the wing. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound on the backside. Off the hand of White. Picked up by Lashley. Down the floor to Atkinson for South Summit. He'll slow on the wing, skip past right side to Griffin. Griffin going to drive, got stripped by White, got it back on the low block, and kicks it left corner. Three-pointer from Lashley on the way. Off the backside of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Gurney has it for the Wasps. He'll be double teamed, and as he picked up his dribble, that's when South Summit fell away, which is a bonus for Juab.
Yeah, well, Juab gave him a little shove or Gurney, and South Summit didn't like it. I don't blame him. It was a pretty good push by Max.
Up top, Stevens has it. He'll go to the wing to Gurney. Gurney guarded by Atkinson. Under 3 to go in the quarter. Up top, he comes to Squire. Swing it left side to White. Into the corner, he'll go to Stevens. Left open, he'll take the three. Short off the rim. Rebound, Gurney. One dribble, power dribble off the glass and in as Gurney knocks it down. He's got 6.
You honestly just can't say enough about Max Gurney and the effort and heart that he shows.
A carry on the crossover called on Jared Danzy. Turnover by South Summit will be their 9th. It'll be Juab basketball's Parker Grayjack into the game for the Wildcats. Coming out is Bruce Mitchell. 2:34 to go in the third on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. South Summit 30, Juab 23. Alex White will bring it across the timeline for the Wasps. Top of the key, he'll go right wing to Stevens. Again, the defense sags. It comes up top to Robertson. They missed White open underneath. Couldn't get it to him in time. Left side, they go to Squire. Squire on the wing. The double team comes on the hedge. And he'll pick up his dribble, swing it left side back to Stevens. Stevens high left, works his way to the three-point line, and goes up top to Gurney. Swing it right side to White. White calling for a screen, and he'll launch the college three. Nothing but net. Alex White, a big Nephi Federal Credit Union three-pointer.
Yeah, good shot. Alex just needed a little confidence. He can hit it, and he hasn't been shooting it. And that time, he took it with confidence and drained it.
Nephi Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union in Nephi. Up top, Grayjack, lob underneath. Griffin again with the mismatch. Catches it low underneath, misses the layup. Rebound by Gurney inside. He'll clear the space. Max going to push the pace. Up ahead, left side to Stevens. Stevens slows as he crosses the timeline. Up top, he comes to Robertson. He's going to drive right side around. Grayjack scooping up. No foul called. Now there is the late whistle, and Robertson will go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be the 3rd on Grayjack.
It was a late whistle. I kind of thought they wasn't going to call it and didn't know why, because it looked easy from back here. Robertson did a great job of taking it into Grayjack right there,
Yeah.
And a late whistle, but it was the right call.
Agreed. That's the 3rd on Grayjack. 4th team foul on South Summit this half. Juab can close it to 2 with these 2 free throws from the Cash Valley Bank free throw line. First one from Robertson is up and good. He'll shoot another. He's got 3 points off the bench, making a case for that Kanab Jug sub of the game.
Yeah, I talked earlier. I like this kid, just a sophomore. He plays with confidence,
Fun player to watch. Second free throw now from Robertson. Make it a 2-point game. Short off the rim. High rebound. Alex White knocked it out of bounds. It'll be South Summit basketball. White had a chance at it, but could only get one hand on it. So out of bounds it went. Danzy quickly across the timeline, picked up by White. He'll go right wing, high to Lashley, guarded by Squire. Fakes the pass up top to Griffin. They're looking in for Grayjack. Up top it'll come to Griffin. Griffin calling for Danzy to come get it. He'll hand off to him as they reset offensively. Minute 15 to go in the quarter. Left side high, it comes to Atkinson, guarded by Gurney. Up top, Grayjack, swing it right side, Lashley. Picked up by Squire. Low block, they work it into Grayjack, working on Robertson. Blocked by Robertson, but a foul called, and he can't believe it. Grayjack will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that looked like all ball. Colin Robertson, I don't know if he just so lanky and he got the arm. Yep. That was a good call. Yep, he got the ball first, but his follow-through got the arm, and good call.
So Grayjack at the line to shoot 2 from the Cash Valley Bank free throw line. Minute 7 to go in the quarter. Try to add to their 3-point lead. First free throw off the glass, off the back of the rim, no good.
Nate's replays does this to me a lot. I say something, and then he throws a replay up just to prove me wrong. We appreciate him.
Another free throw coming from Grayjack. Second one, in and out, rebound, tipped out by Griffin, and it goes to Atkinson. Up top to Grayjack, picked up by Lashley. Swing it left side, Atkinson. Low blocker into Griffin, working on Robertson. Scoop it up off the glass, missed it short, but another foul on Robertson. And Robertson came swatting across, and that's when the foul came in there instead of staying with us, just keeping straight up.
But it kind of drives me nuts. Of course, I'm a short guy, so all the years that all these guys come over the back of me and got rebounds, they act like a big guy can't come over the back of a smaller guy. And it just happened there.
Yeah.
Juab did a great job blocking out. South Summit went over the back, and now they're to the line.
And Griffin makes the first free throw. He's got another one coming. He's got 9 points. Raiden Gould back into the game for Colin Robertson.
And, Robertson picked up his 4th foul on that play.
Yeah, so Worthen for South Summit, Robinson for Juab, each with 4. Second free throw, and nothing but net for Griffin. He's 3 for 3. He has a game high 10 points. And into the game, Jake Rydaltz for South Summit. Kel Atkinson will check out. Minute to go in the third quarter, 32-27, South Summit leads. They've led by as many as 9 in this game. Juab closed it to within 3 a moment ago before those 2 free throws. Alex White across the timeline, works his way right side, goes to the wing to Squire. Squire off the screen, and there's the pick and roll. Gurney threw a little bit behind it, knocked away by Lashy, and a foul called on Gurney as the ball got caught by Danzy, and Gurney ran into him with the body. The third foul on Gurney.
Yeah, they were both just going for it. It was just an unfortunate for Gurney that Danzy grabbed hold of it first.
Right.
You know, he just beat him to it, and the Max picks up, what's his third?
Third foul and 12th turnover now by Juab. Across the timeline comes Danzy, guarded by Stevens. And Yo-Yo's on the Dixie D. There's the trap on the timeline, and Coach Hatch immediately calls a timeout. 40 seconds to go in the third. It's a Big O Tires timeout on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. South Summit 32, Juab 27. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions' dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Big O Tires, your top quality tires, shocks, alignments, automotive work, and a national warranty. Your Big O Tires in Nephi, the team you trust. 5-point game, 32-27. South Summit leading Juab, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it will be South Summit basketball coming out of that timeout.
Juab needs to stop right here, you know, go into the fourth quarter down no less than 5 at least.
In the backcourt, Danzy has it for the Wildcats. He'll bring it across the timeline. Goes left side off the screen by it. Grayjack, low block, they're working into Griffin. Back up top to Danzy, straightaway 3. High arch, short off the rim, rebound tipped right back to Danzy. He'll go back in the lane, puts up the runner, air ball. Rebounds on the floor, Gould knocks it out. Grayjack picks it up the timeline for the Wildcats. 22 seconds to go. Lob underneath the Lashy, he got wide open. Got Squire in the air and he'll lay it in. Too many opportunities there for the South Summit Wildcats.
Well, and it wasn't a lack of Juab playing. It was just some bad bounces on the ball, long rebounds.
7 seconds to go in the quarter. Gould, right wing, has it. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. He's got to get it to Gurney. Gurney fakes left, goes right, fade away, off the glass, off the rim at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of 3, it is South Summit 34 and Juab 27 on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Looking for an affordable car, truck, or SUV? The two guys at CarWise have you covered with vehicles starting as low as $4,000. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory, or come see us in person at 1220 South State Street in Salina. And don't worry if your credit's not the best, we've got you covered there too. Give us a call at 435-287-2277. Shop Wise, shop CarWise. Go to carwiseutah.com to check out our inventory.
My name is Dr. Joel Holman. I'm an orthopedic surgeon here at Central Valley Medical Center. Specialize in general orthopedics, which includes sports injuries, total joint replacements, shoulder, hip, and knee. And I'm the only hand surgeon from Provo to St. George. One of the things that I like is that I'm able to take care of people that I've known for most of my life in this area, which I have a fondness for. We treat all orthopedic extremity conditions here at Central Valley Medical Center. We've got a great team, clinic staff, hospital staff, operating crew, and physical therapy services.
And in the fourth quarter we go here at Burns Arena as Juab fighting to try to play through to Saturday as they trail South Summit 34-27 on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. The Intermountain Delta and Fillmore Hospitals healing for life. South Summit basketball to start this quarter. Danzy will walk it across the timeline, picked up by Stevens. High left it goes to Lashy, to the wing now to Atkinson. Skip pass right, so then the lob to Grayjack and he'll lay it in. Parker Grayjack with his first bucket, and it's back to a 9-point South Summit lead. Left side is Roy, Euro step against Grayjack, put it up, countered, he's fouled. Jackson Roy the bucket and the chance in the three-point play. That'll be the fourth on Grayjack.
Yeah, Jackson Roy, great job right there. Got some contact, but you know what, this last play down here for South Summit was a great backdoor play alley-oop, and that was a nice play by the Wildcats.
We've seen them attempt it over the last 2 days against Juab and Delta. And they haven't had it work until really that moment. The pass was right. Rowley does make the free throw, so it's a 6-point game, 36-30. Right side up ahead, it'll go to Lashy. Lashy going to drive baseline, pull up, 8-footer on the baseline, no good. Mitchell the rebound, blocked on the shot by Rowley, and a foul called. Who are they going to give it to? Looks like they're going to give it to Gould. That'll be his third. No, they give it to Easton Wright on the backside. That'll be the second on Wright.
Yeah, I thought Jackson Rowley had all ball, and he was upset, but I guess it came from somewhere else. Difference in this ball game is a foul line.
Yes, it is.
Juab's down 6, and as of right now, well, they've made 4 more foul shots, so
right.
it's so close still.
Front end of the 1-on-1 for Mitchell, short off the rim, no good. Rebound by Rowley. 36-30 again. Juab can cut into the lead. Wright goes right side to Squire. They would really like to get Squire going offensively. Up top to Gould, swing it left side to Wright. Right off the screen again, dribbles to the free throw line, pull up, 16-footer, short off the rim, high rebound. Mitchell has it for South Summit. He'll get it to Danzy. Danzy pushing the pace the other way. Knocked away from behind by Rowley, but it goes right to Grayjack. He'll put up the shot. And blocking foul called on Easton Wright. He misses the layup, but it does Grayjack. But he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I'd like to see that one again if Nate can pull that one up for us, because see if he slid under him. Turned his body.
Yep,
he had his position, turned into it, so a good call right there.
So the foul on Easton Wright will be his third at the line. Grayjack. He's 0 for 2 from the charity stripe in the game. Short off the rim here. He'll shoot another.
You know, and Juab needs to look at this and see who they're going to foul if it comes down to it. You know, Grayjack struggled. He's 0 for 4, 0 for 3.
Right.
You know, right now.
7:03 to go in the game. South Summit 36, Juab 30 on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. The second free throw from Grayjack is good, so he makes 1 of 2. He's got 3 points off the bench. Back to a 7-point South Summit lead, 7 minutes to go. Right across the timeline, works his way right side, hands off to Rowley, guarded tightly by Grayjack. Rowley off the screen by Gould, top of the key. Pulls up, left side he goes to right, 3-pointer on the way, short off the rim, rebound, knocked it out of bounds, last touch by South Summit, Juab basketball.
Yeah, those threes that was going for Juab the first 2 games of this just hasn't gone today. And Juab's biggest things, they don't really have anybody that can pull up and shoot the 3 on the move. You know, with Easton Wright or Caleb Squire's got to be set to do it.
Into the corner, Rowley has it. He'll drive baseline, scoop it up and score. What a take by Jackson Rowley. He's got a game-high 14. 32-year score, right side will come to Atkinson, back to Danzy up top, thought about the long 3, instead goes high post to Grayjack, pass underneath to Mitchell, Mitchell 1 dribble, puts it up over Gould, partially blocked too hard, rebound Rowley for the Wasps.
Mitchell's a load. that kid just moves people where he wants them.
Wright will go right side to Squire. He'll launch the deep 3 over the defense, knocks it down. A huge Nephi Federal Credit Union 3-pointer by Caleb Squire. His first bucket of the game, and we've got a 2-point game. Timeout called by Coach Wright. 6:11 to go on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. South Summit 37, Juab 35. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Hi, this is Kevin Madsen with Cache Valley Bank. Is your good old truck not as good as it used to be? Do you need a more dependable set of wheels? Then cruise on over to Cache Valley Bank. We offer great rates, low fees, and quick service on our auto loans. Come and apply today in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, or Fairview. You'll be glad you did. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC.
And coming out of the Big O Tires timeout, a 5-0 run by Juab cuts this down to a 2-point ball game. Now defense, once again, needs to step up.
Yeah, they need to make a stop. You know, there's a couple times that they've gone down, 6 to 8 points, and then they get back to 3 or so, and then they just can't close it. They need to pick a time now and get that stop.
2-point game. Danzy across the timeline for the Wildcats, picked up by Alex White. Left side high, it comes to Atkinson. Up top, it comes to Mitchell. Right wing now to Worthen. Worthen back in with his 4 fouls. He'll step back and take the deep 3. That'll be short off the rim. Long rebound, and Danzy has it for the Wildcats. Pull up on the right elbow. 14-footer, missed it short. Rebound tipped up. Gould has it for the Wasps. So a chance to tie or take the lead. Juab has never led in this game. They were only tied once. Right side goes right. He'll hand off on the wing to Gould. Gould looking in for Gurney. Now dribbles into the corner, gets cut off in the baseline, and hands to Gurney as he comes out to the 3-point line. Up top to White, 5.5 to go in the game. Behind the back dribble by Alex, guarded tightly by Danzy. He picks it up and comes right wing to Gould. And again, Gould way away from the basket right now, not in his comfort zone. Hands off to Easton Wright, who comes out to the Dixie D. Looking for Gurney inside as they like the Gurney matchup on Atkinson. Now we will have a foul called as they do have the entry pass into Gurney. The pass was going to be offline, but a foul called on Atkinson first. That'll be his second and the team's sixth this half.
Yeah, well, Max and Atkinson's fighting. Max is pushing off, and Atkinson's holding, and Atkinson's just happened to get called with it, and they're actually getting a talking to.
Yeah, both players are. Robertson into the game for Juab. Gould will check out. Going to have 4 around the key. White to inbound underneath. And looking for Easton Wright underneath. Ran into Mitchell. Instead goes to the wing to Rowley. 16-footer. Nothing but net. Jackson Rowley ties the game at 37. He's got a game-high 16. 7-0 Juab run. Across the timeline comes Danzy. Picked up by Alex White. He'll work his way left side with a handoff to Atkinson. Atkinson off the screen. He'll step back for the college three. In and out. Rowley the rebound on the backside.
South Summit's not taking the quality shots that were earlier.
Right.
You know, they're taking some where they don't have anybody in position to rebound.
Jackson Rowley rises up for 3. Short off the rim. High rebound by Danzy for the Wildcats. Down the floor he comes. Left side ahead to Griffin. Griffin drives. Cut off by Gurney. And that'll be Gurney's fourth. And that's actually Worthen that was driving for South Summit.
Yeah, that's a big foul. As you said, Max picks up his fourth. And, you know, the funny thing is against, I don't know if it's funny, but against Summit Academy, Max fouled out in the overtime early, and we were all like, no way. The rest of the team stepped up and got that win.
Front end of the 1-and-1 on the 19th foul is good. So he'll shoot another, does Worthen. He's got 10 points, second player in double figures for South Summit.
That doesn't mean that Juab wants Max Gurney to foul out, though.
That's right. So Juab is still yet to lead as South Summit knocks down both free throws from Justin Worthen. He's got 11 for a team high. 39-37 Wildcats on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. Easton right across the timeline. Goes left wing to Robertson. Robertson guarded by Mitchell. Comes up top to White. Knocked away by Danzy on the pass. White able to get it. Get a dribble in. Euro step around Mitchell. And he's traveled, but the foul called first. And that's going to be a 1-and-1 shot now for Alex White. The foul will go against, I believe, Mitchell, and that is the case.
Yeah, Mitchell picks up his first. That's kind of, is it his first?
It is.
Well, very seldom you see a kid that big only have one foul, and the reason why is he doesn't have to foul somebody very hard to make it look like a foul.
Right. Front end of the 1-and-1 from Alex White. Up off the back of the rim, no good. The free throw struggles continue for Juab. Rebound by Mitchell for the South Summit. Down the floor comes Worthen. He'll drive left side. Euro step around Gurney. And Gurney had to kind of slide out of the way to not pick up that fifth foul. And Worthen knocks it down back to a 4-point South Summit lead. They counter the Juab 7-0 run with a 4-0 run of their own. Up top, Robertson. He's holding, going to dribble in against Mitchell. Gets cut off on the right elbow. Needs help now. And Gurney comes out to the wing to grab it. Guarded by Atkinson. Gurney comes up top to Robertson. Swing it high left to right to the wing to Rowley. Guarded by Griffin. Lob into Gurney. A little bit too high, and Danzy on the backside takes it away. Turnover by Juab is their 13th. Danzy pushing the pace. Under 4 to go. 4-point South Summit lead.
That's just not Juab's game. You know, Max don't post up. You know, he takes it from the outside. So they just went outside of their game of what they wanted to do.
Danzy yo-yos, fakes it, goes away from the screen. Nice crossover dribble, passes right to the Griffin. Griffin lost a handle on it and then knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by Gurney. And so it will be South Summit basketball.
Juab needs to stop right here. You know, 3.5 minutes left, down 4. You know, need a big stop.
Atkinson to inbound. In the lane, he gets it into Mitchell, but a foul going to be called on South Summit as he was trying to get set. That'll go against Mitchell. So they held 2 fouls now on Mitchell.
Yeah, Jackson Rowley was trying to get around him there to guard that inbound pass, and Mitchell wasn't going to let him.
Offensive foul on South Summit's their 10th turnover. 8th team foul. Across the timeline comes Easton Wright. Left wing, he'll go to Gurney. Gurney off the screen by Robertson. Gets heads by Mitchell, swing it right into White. He'll drive in, jump stop, put it up off the glass, and a nice take, Alex White. He's got 9 in this game. Back to a 2-point game. Up the floor comes Atkinson. Up top, he'll come to Danzy. Guarded by Alex White. Crossover dribble by Danzy, off the screen by Mitchell, heads by Robertson. He'll hand off to Atkinson. 3:04 to go in the game. Atkinson crossover, he'll come back up top to Worthen. Worthen works his way left side, picks it up and goes to Danzy. Pump fake on the 3. Danzy back up top now to Griffin. Swing it right side to Worthen in the corner. Worthen and Gurney both playing with 4 fouls, guarding each other. Back out is Danzy. He'll back in the timeline, picked up by White. Get a drive right. Good defense by Alex as he cuts him off. And he'll pick up his dribble now. He'll bounce pass to Atkinson. Atkinson going to dribble in against Wright, and a reaching foul called on Easton, 10th team foul. And that will send Kel Atkinson to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Easton will be his 4th. So Easton, Wright, Max Gurney each playing with 4 fouls. Colin Robertson also in the game playing with 4 fouls for Juab. Atkinson at the line. He's 2 for 4 in the game. He has 4 points for the Wildcats. First free throw here is short. Off the front of the rim.
Both teams missing some foul shots here in the fourth quarter that sway the game either way. You know, that's a fourth miss for South Summit.
And that one's going to be in and out and drop in for Atkinson. So he makes 1 of 2. He's got 5 points, 3-point South Summit lead, 42-39. And Easton Wright wanted to bounce it to Alex White. White was cutting in, out of bounds it goes. Turnover by the Wasps will be their 14th.
Yeah, just an unfortunate miscommunication for Juab. You know, Alex was going to the basket and Easton didn't realize he was. Nobody's fault, just miscommunicated.
Danzy across the timeline, picked up by White. 2:20 to go in the game. Left elbow, he goes to Mitchell. To the wing, to Worthen. Inside, low block into Atkinson, working on Wright. Puts it up, missed it off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Rowley. Another chance for Juab. Down 3 to tie or close within 1. Wright goes right side to Gurney, guarded by Atkinson. Off the screen by Rowley. Nothing on the pick and roll. He picked it up and go out to Robertson. He'll drive left side. Ball got knocked away. He gets it back. Now he'll come up top to Gurney. Gurney going to drive right. Fakes the pass. Scoop it up off the glass. Missed it short. Rebound tipped up by Robertson. Didn't get it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Juab. South Summit basketball.
Oh, Max took it hard and just couldn't get it to go. With the good play. Just unfortunate for Juab that ball wouldn't fall.
Coach Hatch calls time for the Wildcats. 1:51 to go in the game on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. South Summit 42, Juab 39. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Sahara Motors, just north of Delta, makes the vehicle buying process easy and stress-free just for you. Choose from 5 new brands under one roof and let the adventure begin. That's right, Sahara Motors has new Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram all under one roof to make the process quick and easy. Oh yeah, and an entire lot full of pre-owned vehicles completes the deal. Be sure to welcome Kaylin Sperry to the sales force at Sahara Motors, just north of Delta.
It's time to step out of one-size-fits-all medicine. Service Drug is now offering compound prescriptions that are uniquely personalized for you. The pharmacist at Service Drug will work with your doctor to personalize the dosage, and they can combine compatible drugs to simplify your medication schedule. They also feature flavorings that are child-friendly and eliminate unnecessary fillers to stop adverse reactions to medication. Ask your doctor how you could benefit from a compound prescription. And remember, it's service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
3-point game coming out of the Big O Tires timeout. Your Big O Tires in Nephi, the team you trust. 1:51 to go in the game here. 42-39. South Summit the lead and the basketball. Jared Danzy will walk it up the floor for the Wildcats. Juab playing with 3 players with 4 fouls on the floor. Danzy gets it across the timeline and yo-yos. Waits for Alex White to come out on him. Now crossover dribble, drives in, kick it to the wing to Atkinson. Atkinson comes back around up top, goes to Danzy. Picked up now by Houston Wright. Right side high, it goes to Atkinson. 1.5 to go in the game. Atkinson drives around Gurney. Pull up on the right side. Blocked out of bounds by Robertson. It'll be South Summit basketball underneath.
Yeah, Collins usually good for a couple blocks a game. It's too bad he couldn't block it down. But Juab had a chance to get it. It just resets the ball for him.
Atkinson to inbound. He'll just lob it out up top to Danzy on the Dixie D. Guarded tightly by Alex White. Going to go off the screen, set by Mitchell. Now go the other way instead. Hand off high to Atkinson. Atkinson to the timeline, works his way to the middle of the floor. Left side back to Danzy. Danzy dribbles in, kicks it left side and down the lane to Mitchell. Up top to Atkinson. They'll come back out and reset. 1:10 to go in the game. 3-point South Summit lead. Right side high, it comes to Worthen. To the wing, he'll go to Griffin. They missed Mitchell wide open. And now the pass up top to Atkinson. Nearly stolen by White, but he corralled it. Left corner, it goes to Worthen. Back out to Danzy. Under a minute to go in the game. Now a foul going to be called as Alex White able to pick the pocket of Danzy, but a foul called on the reach in first.
Yeah, a couple things there. Great ball movement by South Summit right there. You know, they're moving to the ball and moving so well. And the other thing was they kept it in the foul shooter's hands. You know, you didn't want to go to Mitchell. He struggled a little bit, so they used him setting screens and kept it away from him.
So Danzy at the line. He's yet to take a free throw in the game. He's also looking for his first point still. First free throw here on the 10th team foul off the back of the rim. High bounce and got it to go.
I'll tell you what, that was a lucky bounce. But he also created his luck, you know, because he had a nice arch and beautiful backspin and follow through. And, you know, when you shoot correctly, sometimes you get the break off of it.
Caleb Squire into the game for Colin Robertson. Offense, defense, substitution there. Second free throw is good from Danzy. Parker Grayjack will check in for South Summit. And coming out will be Bruce Mitchell.
That looked like an old Daryl Griffith rainbow shot, didn't it? You don't see it. You don't see that much arch on a shot very often anymore.
44-39, 5-point South Summit lead. Easton Wright brings it across the timeline for the Wasps. Left side ahead to Gurney. Gurney to the top of the key. Looks to drive in, kicks it out to White. White drives left side down the lane, scooping up. Counter, he's fouled. Alex White the bucket and the chance of the three-point play.
Alex White's come up big. You know, he was quiet the first half, and this second half he's just come up big, you know, on every aspect of the game, defensively, offensively, everything.
He's got 9 points in the second half, does White. Back in the game, Robertson and Stevens, Squire and Wright will come out. And one from Alex White. He's 0 for 1 at the charity stripe in the game, the Cash Valley Bank free throw line. The and one to make it a 2-point game. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Danzy for the Wildcats. Still a 3-point game, 44-41. Jackson only guarding in the backcourt against Danzy. Up ahead to Grayjack. Grayjack's who he wants, but he passes it back, stolen by Alex White. Scooping up, too hard off the glass. The contact didn't come that he was expected. Rebound, Grayjack up ahead to Atkinson. Atkinson across the timeline. He'll go to Danzy. Danzy left wing to Worthen, back out to Danzy. He'll split the double team and a foul going to be called. And we had both Rowley and Gurney there. I think it's going to be on Rowley. Nope, they're going to give it to Gurney. That'll be his 5th, so Max Gurney going to have to come out of the game with 28 seconds left.
I don't think
Gurney
Max
looks
knows
at it
it,
and says,
because Max didn't even look like Max was in there. He's wondering why he got called on him.
He is. He can't believe it. I think Jackson Lloyd, the one that actually committed the foul there, but Gurney was in the vicinity, and that's the number they took. Easton Wright, Caleb Squire, Raiden Gould into the game as Gurney leaves with 28 seconds left. What might be the final game of his career.
Boy, that was sure unfortunate for Alex. He's played so well. He just thought he was going to get fouled. You know, the contact didn't come. A great play by Danzy right there to pull off of it, you know. So
Danzy at the line to shoot 2. First free throw, nothing but net on that one. He's got 3 points, all coming from that charity stripe, the Cash Valley Bank free throw line. 28 seconds to go in the game. 4-point South Summit lead. They can make it 5 here. Off the back of the rim, no good. Easton Wright, the rebound for the Wasps down the floor. Alex White all by himself. They didn't get it to him quite in time. He'll drive in. Count the basket and the foul. Alex White, another and one opportunity. He's got 13. He can make it 14 here.
South Summit just went asleep, and before they realized that Alex White had him beat, they couldn't get caught up to him.
And the foul on Jared Danzy is his 2nd. White can make it a 1-point game with 23 seconds left. He's 0 for 2, though, from the Cash Valley Bank free throw line. Been long on both of the first free throws. The and one here from Alex. In and out and drops in for Alex White. He makes the free throw. He's got 14-12 in this second half. Timeout called. 22.7 seconds to go on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard. South Summit 45, Juab 44. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Smithfield Hog Production Division offers excellent career opportunities right here in our area. The Smithfield team offers great jobs with growth potential in all phases of animal production, starting at $10 per hour or more based on experience, leadership, and education. Smithfield's benefits include medical, dental, vision, 401k, life insurance, pension, education reimbursement, pay time off, and more. Visit smithfieldfoods.com/careers or call 435-387-6000. That's 387-6000. Smithfield. Good food responsibly.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
And coming out of the Big O Tires timeout, South Summit leads Juab by 1, 45-44, 23 seconds to go in the game. South Summit basketball. Juab goes into the full court press.
Juab wants to try to force it into Mitchell. You know, do their best thing. Try to force it into Mitchell, go for a steal, then a foul.
Not sure what the issue is here. They're bringing the official over to the scores table, and Coach Wright, Cam Wright, was telling the official to talk to the scores table. Yeah, Not sure what's being discussed, though.
I have no idea what it's about. You know, we talked about this game coming to foul shots. You know, this is unofficial with my stat keeping, but I think Juab's gone 4 from 11 from the line, and they've been outscored by 11 points from the foul line.
Yeah.
And they're down 1.
Down 1. 45-44. They change it. They're going to add half a second to the clock is what they're going to do. Pass will come in from Ryan Griffin. Gets it into Jared Danzy. Stolen by Stevens, and he'll save it into Robertson, and Coach Wright calls a timeout. Juab has a chance to take the lead with 22 seconds left. A big steal by McCray Stevens, and we'll take the break with him on the Big O Tires timeout. Juab basketball when we come back, down 1 to South Summit in the 3A consolation bracket on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools. All Around Dental Care next to Mount Nebo Market in Nephi can help perfect your smile by keeping it healthy. All Around Dental Care offers free preventative care for the entire family, free ortho consultations with braces as low as $98 a month, and convenient appointment times. All Around Dental Care accepts all insurances and even offers an in-house discount plan. And right now they're offering free whitening trays with every healthy smile. Just mention the Wasp Sport Special when you stop in to All Around Dental Care. Everything to do with smiles. Call 623-0866.
22 seconds to go as we come back from the Big O Tires timeout. Juab with the ball, down 1. They've never led in this game. They've only been tied twice. In the pass comes into Easton Wright. Left wing, they go to Rowley, guarded by Griffin. Rowley calling from the screen, goes away from it, drives baseline. Defense comes, blocking foul is called. Jackson Rowley going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Nice job of Jackson. You know, he took it in strong and got himself some contact. And now we need some foul shots. He did hit his last 2, but Jackson's 2 for 6, I do believe.
He's at the line here to shoot 2 more to try to give him the lead. First free throw, knocks it down. Tie ball game, tied at 45. He's got a game high 17. McCray Stevens back into the game for Caleb Squire, who checked in at that timeout to give more offense on the floor.
Yeah, McCray had that big steal. McCray was the one that came up with that great play to give Juab this chance right here.
Second free throw is good. Jackson Rowley hits them both, and Juab has their first lead of the game, 46-45, 12 seconds to go. Danzy across the timeline, and Coach Hatch calls timeout. 10 seconds left in this one. It's Juab 46, South Summit 45. And we'll take the Big O Tires timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
And welcome back here to Burns Arena on the campus of Dixie State University. We're going to go ahead and call the steal by McCray Stevens on the other end. That's going to be our stop of the game, brought to you by Lumber Plus. Lumber Plus, true value. Behind every project is a true value, as that led to the free throws for Jackson Rowley to give Juab their first lead, and they lead it by 1 with 9.8 seconds to go here against South Summit.
Well, what a game this has turned into. How do the Juab fans handle this 2 days in a row, coming down to a last play, 2 days in a row, but whatever happens, Juab's got to be happy with this group of boys. Honestly, the first of the season, I thought, man, it's going to be a long season. And these kids have just picked it up, and they've done it by guts.
Yeah.
They played hard, and how fun.
Coach Wright doesn't like what he sees coming out of the timeout from South Summit, so he's going to call a timeout. That'll be his final timeout, by the way. So he will not have another one to use if they fall behind to get the ball here or anything like that. So that is the last timeout for Juab. It is a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. Again, Juab leads South Summit 46-45 on the Intermountain Hospital scoreboard with 9 seconds left on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
All right, Kurt, as you take a look at this coming out of this timeout, this Big O Tigers timeout, Big O Tigers are knee by the team you trust. If you're Coach Wright, what are you doing defensively here?
Man, I try to push him outside because if I'm South Summit, I go into Griffin. You know, Griffin's their stud, and you take him in with his size, you go inside, let him go to the basket. So if you're Coach Wright, you know, you try to push it out.
McCray Stevens will guard Justin Worthen, who's inbounding, but Stevens is going to be back down near Mitchell. They're looking for Griffin, not there. Up top it comes to Danzy, left side high. He'll swing it to Atkinson. 6 seconds to go. Atkinson dribbles middle, gets in the lane, right side, pull up on the elbow, knocks it down. 3 seconds left. Juab doesn't have a timeout. Technical foul's going to be called, and that's going to do it for Juab as they're going to lose this one again. He calls time to Alex White, but they do not have one, and that's going to do it for the Juab Wasps. They don't have one. So a technical foul called on Juab.
Oh, what a shame. What a great play by South Summit. And a big who hit that last shot?
Cale Atkinson, 7 points in the game.
Boy, what a heartbreaker for Juab, 2 games in a row. And too bad for Alex White. He just didn't realize they were out of timeouts. And they wouldn't have got it off anyway. You know, they were down to about a second and a half, and they wouldn't have been able to gather it and get it down anyway.
So Justin Worthen at the line to shoot 2 free throws, and the ball will go back to South Summit with 1.3 seconds left. Misses the first one. He's got one more coming, does Worthen. Heartbreaker 2 days in a row for the Juab Wasps as they're going to lose on the final shot of the game twice. Back-to-back days. Second one from Worthen. In and out on that one as well. But again, it'll be South Summit basketball on the technical foul. Coach Hatch wants a timeout. You don't want to give up you don't want to throw it away right here and give Juab a chance to throw up a shot at the end. Caleb Squire is going to check into the game for Juab. It is a 30-second timeout, I believe, or is it full? It is going to be, looks like it is just a 30. So both players, teams off their benches, we're going to stay right here. And obviously, if you're Juab, you hope to jump the passing lane, give yourself a couple of dribbles and throw it up.
Right, and if you're South Summit, you just make sure you don't pass it out towards half court. You know, as long as South Summit puts the pass in and it gets touched somewhere underneath their basket, game's over.
Yeah.
You know, these are kids. You know, you never know what. You never know, you know, with the pressure and stuff, what might happen. But
and worth noting now, South Summit out of timeouts. And you know the coach Hatch is saying, we're out. Do not call it timeout. But again, if you can put pressure on the ball and not let them get it in, that could possibly lead to the same situation.
Yeah, it's a tall order for Juab, but quite honestly, in sports, there's been weirder things happen.
And the ball will be inbound at half court. Inbounding will be Cale Atkinson. And Juab, a little confusion on who they're guarding. And now Atkinson will be set to inbound. Rolling going to guard the inbound pass. 1.3 seconds left. And they're just going to throw it out towards the basket. Griffin has it, and he'll be fouled. And with 0.8 seconds left, he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, once again, that was actually not much of a chance, but that still gives Juab their chance. If he shoots them both, you know, you throw it full court, and hopefully you got time with 8 seconds or 0.8 to get a catch and shoot.
Yeah, you do. They're going to give the foul to Caleb Squire. That'll be his first. So Ryan Griffin at the line. He's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe in the game. Has 10 points for South Summit. Trying to at least make it a 3-point game here for the Wildcats with 0.8 seconds left.
Ryan Griffin's best thing, honestly, is to make one and miss a second because there's no way they can get that shot off him.
First free throw is good, nothing but net. Griffin with 11. He can make it 12 here. They're going to add 0.4 seconds on the clock, so 1.2 seconds left now in this game. Second free throw from Griffin. In and out. Ball's on the ground. Rowley has it. Throws it down the floor for Alex White, and not going to do any good. That'll do it. South Summit wins at 48-46 in a great game between these two teams. And heartbreaker again for Juab as they lose with basically buzzer beaters on back-to-back days to South Sevier and now South Summit. We'll take the break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.